Cars are flying out of sight. Time to show up, time to drive. Throwing down, so alive. In Sin City, in the sun. Gorgeous oval, having fun. Place your bets on the line. Win it all, feeling fine. Oh, Las Vegas. Oh, here we go. In Las Vegas, don't you know? Oh, Las Vegas, oh, here we go. In Las Vegas, for the show. Oh, Las Vegas, oh, here we go. In Las Vegas, don't you know? Oh, Las Vegas, oh, here we go. In Las Vegas, for the show.
Good evening, race fans. Welcome back for round 6 of the UES group. Bit late on the broadcast with some technical difficulties, but we are here, we are live, and we have the Mike Gremlin Barber starting grid on screen. Taking pole here at Vegas is Ruben Phelps with Ryan Barber alongside on the front row. Ariana Starkis and Tony Roffey on the second row. Andy Barber and Peter Matson on the third row. Jacob Dean, Gary Wellman on the fourth row. Adam Malone and Tyson Carey on the fifth row.
And then on row 6, we have the 41 of Kay Donnelly and the 600 of Nick Burling. The 242 of Colin Bennett and the 88 of Jake Atkinson on row 7. Row 8 features the 032 of Gerard Daly and the 099 of Kim Roffey. The 030 of Craig Roffey next to the 83 of Matty Raymond on row 9. 99 of Patton and the 16 of Todd Maxfield round out the top 20. Scott McClintock in the 016 and the 222 Nicholas Walsh on row 11. And that rounds out your starting grid for tonight's race.
Well, here we are at Las Vegas for round 6 of the OzOVals V8 Supercar Series, brought to you by Inside Lane Productions and our other sponsors, Everything Simulated, TWR, Setups, 131 Web Radio Network, the Burling Motor Group, and none other than UES Group. So, keys to the race here at Vegas. So embrace the loose, low downforce package. And I'm just going to get my notes up here. So Gen 3 supercars were designed with much less aerodynamic downforce than previous generations, about 65% less. So they'll move around a lot more. A fast oval like Vegas means you'll feel a bit of understeer, mid-corner, sliding on exit, and less stability in traffic. So key to be comfortable with the car. It's alive underneath you. Might be planted like a cup car. Drive it like a big, powerful road course car that wants to slide. So smooth inputs. Don't overwork those tires.
Key 2, momentum and throttle discipline are everything. You gotta be real easy on the throttle. Vegas can get really weird with how much throttle control that you put into the corner. So if you're not careful, bad things can easily happen.
And Q3, using the whole track, Vegas has progressive banking. So 20 degrees of banking in the turns, wide surface, multiple grooves, lines there. So we'll see how the boys go, what line they're going to opt for around Vegas tonight. Pace car is off and we're about to go green. Ruben Phelps going to be taking us to the green flag. And we're away. So I think it was 125 laps here for round 6 at Vegas. And nice start there for Phelps.
Yeah, so far so good, but you see Junior hanging on the outside, but he can't hold on for long, and Ruben's going to clear out into the lead.
Running up high there, Ryan Barber to the middle of the track, and looks like he's going to get that turn 3 and 4 quite well. Ruben Phelps getting a little bit loose up near the wall there as well, so left the door wide open. Parian Starks is going to follow through.
Meanwhile, we are 3 wide here in the midfield. See Tyson Carey going way high, ripping the lip Larson style. Meanwhile, whatever happened to Ruben Phelps there off turn 2 that last lap, it has cost him a lot of spots. He's fallen down to P6 when he did have the lead.
Maybe strategy. Maybe opted for that high ride and looking after those tyres early on, but night race here at Vegas, so the cooler temps will help a bit.
Yeah, but I don't think you want to be in this hornet's nest. Like, look at this. This is the last place you want to be if you're the points leader.
Well, speaking of points, we might be able to bring those up on screen a little bit later. We'll get through the first part of this and we'll bring up our championship points a bit later in the race. But Tyson Carey having a good run around the outside, moving up into second there.
That he is. Fantastic run for Carey so far. He's challenging for the lead already. See Colin Bennett behind them going way up high. He's going to drive up into P4. Where in the world did Colin come from?
And with that, Tyson Carey takes the reins of the race, moving up to first, but Colin Bennett's on a charge around the middle there too. He wants to be the front. Oh, and he's just
he got the wall. But he's going to hang on to it. That
definitely didn't slow it down, did it, James? He's flying.
It sure didn't. Look at Colin Bennett taking the lead. How about that? Let's go.
And he pulls out half a second when he hits the wall too. So I think he's got a supercharger on that car or something.
No kidding. Meanwhile, it's still just ridiculously tight there in the mid-pack. That's the thing about Vegas, is this place always seems to turn into a massive pack race, and practically any car but a next gen or in O'Reilly's car. You know, with how big the banking is and how fast this place is, you can go flat out for the most part pretty easily, and that's why you see the race tend to turn into these big packs. But the problem is that while you can go full throttle, you don't necessarily want to, because this place is a mile and a half, so you are going to be wearing the tires, unlike a Daytona or Talladega. So because of that, you are going to absolutely nuke your tires if you're driving as hard as Bennett and Carey are right now. So yeah, they are walking away from everyone right now. But as cool as it would be if it lasted, I don't know if it's going to last. Oh, meanwhile, Adam Malone and Patton got real close together. I don't know if there was contact, but they couldn't have gotten any closer without any.
Well, definitely a walk away at the moment with Colin Bennett and Tyson Carey there. But 1.5 seconds. And Tyson Carey challenging for that race lead again. He's going to get that pass done. But most of the action's a little bit further back. So they're starting to close that gap. Nick Burling up into third. I don't even know where he's come from. He's moved his way up into third. So they're definitely coming a bit quicker now, the back of the pack, chasing down Carey and Bennett.
Yeah, the top three is not the usual suspects, but boy, it's cool to see.
Well, definitely good to see some different names up the front and challenging and for the race lead, and setting the pace of the race as well. So we'll go 4 wide almost there in the background with Parry Anastakis and Nigel Padden there and the 88.
Oh, look at Atkinson with the run on the high
contact.
Oh, contact! Andy into one of the Roffies. That was near disaster.
I think that was Parry and Andy there.
Right, you're right. All I saw was a road car, and I had to guess on which one it is. Oh, we're 3. Here we go.
Maybe we can just call him Parry Roffey. He's adopted now. Yeah, a little bit of a door bash, but play on. So we're not going to jinx things in the booth tonight.
Try to, but that never really seems to amount to much. At least for me.
Well, if we don't say nothing, there can't be nothing.
You can't blame it on us. But yeah, and the kind of underdog story continues, because now you got Peter Matson, who has run up to join those 3, and they have 3 seconds back to the pack with Craig Roffey leading that second pack. How about these 4?
Well, definitely probably a bit of fuel saving, tyre saving going on with the rest of the field, I'd say.
Yeah, I know we showed it briefly at the very top of the show, but can we take another quick glance at the race facts to see what fuel mileage might be for tonight? Yeah, so fuel range is about 35 to 40 laps. We've seen that vary a lot at the 1.5 miles so far. I have to imagine that it's going to be on that tighter side just because of how much full throttle you're doing here compared to most of the other 1.5 miles that we've already run, like Kentucky. So definitely I think you're spot on with how many of these cars here in this second pack are trying to fuel save and stretch it to make it just a 2-stop race, while the top 4 have just said, heck it, we're going to lead.
Well, we had a week off last week. The week before, we were at Kentucky Speedway, and I got the joys of jumping in Andy Barber's 194 car, and tell you what, I tried the fuel save at the start there after I think I qualified P6 in that one, and yeah, tried the fuel save right at the back, and it was hard work, that's for sure. So no easy feat on these boys running out here each week. And last week at Kentucky, we had Craig Roffey take the win, and Troy Davidson second and Matty Ray third. But with fuel saving and that, and tyre saving, the laps do go a little bit slower, but maybe that's why I'll shout out to my own praise there. I got the fastest lap at Kentucky, so
Yeah, you ran very well a couple weeks ago. It was fun to see you out on the track, and you had that incredible miss in that big wreck.
Oh, I was showing a few mates that one. One of the guys at work who got into iRacing and that, and doing a bit of road stuff. He's not too keen on the oval stuff, but I was showing him that one, and he couldn't believe that. We were having a good laugh about it. But, well, things are a bit calm at the moment. We might bring up our championship points at the moment if we can. See how our championship's going. So Ruben Phelps still leading the way there in first. Got a 25-point lead there over Troy Davidson. Matty Ray moving up one spot to third, as well as Wellman up to fourth. So Wellman's hot on the heels of Matty Ray there, only 3 points behind. Marion Astakis up 3 as well. Ryan dropping Craig Roffey, the big jump there, up 9 spots with a win last week. Kim Roffey in 8th, Kay Donnelly 9th, Daniel Blinko in your top 10. So some moves in their top 10 at the moment for the championship there, James.
That there is.
I mean, all it takes is one race win and up 9 spots there for Craig Roffey. So well inside the top 10 there.
Yeah, and that's the stressful thing when you're in a championship battle in a series like this, is because you know you have to at least string together a couple wins through the season to keep yourself in contention throughout. And when you know you have to win, that just puts a heck of a lot more pressure on you to bring home those clutch dubs.
Well, Peter Matson's made the move. He's up into P1 now. Taking the lead from Tyson Carey. Looks like Colin Bennett's just dropping back a little bit there as well. Back into 4th and starting to fall clutches maybe to the field coming as well. Craig Roffey with a little bit of a breakaway on the pack. About a second back to the pack.
Meanwhile, as this battle goes on, gotta let everyone watching at home know that we are doing another Diecast giveaway tonight. Trivia, just like we did a couple races ago at Indianapolis, and this time it is Bathurst theme. The question is, who won the 95 Bathurst 1000 and in what car? Correct answer will win.
Can I chime in on that one?
Apparently it's in the bylaws. Apparently inside lane employees aren't allowed to compete.
Boo. Maybe once we've got the guesses in, we can throw that one out there. Well, I know it's completely wrong, but we can throw a guess out there once we've got the answers locked in.
Works for me. Meanwhile, you see a couple of the Sim Boys side by side here. Maxfield and Cade. See Phelps starting to make his way back up the pack a little bit. Still running P7, about second behind Gary in P6.
Well, 25 laps in, so we'll probably start seeing those pit stops coming maybe in the next 10-15 laps. So it'll give us the idea on, with the fuel save, on just how many laps they can get to a tank. But Tyson Carey still out the front there. Peter Matson on his rear bumper. A nice little gap there to Nick Burling and Colin Bennett. So two cars, and then the pack.
Yeah, these two have been battling hard pretty much the last 10 laps or so. just not giving each other any time to run away.
Oh. Nothing like some side-by-side action, but there's only 2 cars in it.
Yeah, they've walked away from Burling and Bennett, who have both been caught by Craig Roffey.
It was in the middle of them now, moved up to P4, and it looks like Wellman is on the back there as well. So Craig Roffey and Gary Wellman making the charge.
Yeah, so far Gary's still just chilling at the end of this little grouping, maybe trying to continue to save a little more fuel compared to everyone else right now, especially compared to Craig, who looks like he's really focused on getting through them and driving up to the front here.
Well, this has got me feeling deja vu here, James, because last season we had the Wellman Barber show, and previous season we pretty much, I think, just had the Wellman show. But before that, we had the Wellman Roffey show, and this is what it's sort of looking like a little bit again.
Yeah, it seems to be, but there still might be a couple extra players here. Oh, a big move from Walsh in the back, jumping down to the apron to try to get by Atkinson. Whoa, near contact with Kim Roffey right there.
Battle of the Purple Cars.
Purple Rain. That's all I'm legally allowed to sing before we get DMCA'd. Meanwhile, Andy must have gone into super fuel save or something, because he is dead last right now after starting 5th.
That's an interesting one, and he's not on the back of the pack there either. He's almost a second off Scott McClintock there, so that'll be burning a little bit of fuel too, unless he's purposely dropping back.
Yeah, I mean, he did have that contact with Perry earlier in the race, so I don't know if that might have caused some damage to the 194. You hope not. You hope that he can at least get some sort of favorable momentum, because, you know, we've talked about it a lot. This season has not been kind to our runner-up from last season. About everything that could go wrong has absolutely gone wrong for him this season.
Well, maybe he's taking a page out of the Blocker playbook, just staying out of trouble at the moment, and drop to the back. He's closing that gap on Nick Burling, who's dropped right to the back as well now. So
yeah, the crossover point that we were worried about for our four underdog leaders has absolutely reared its ugly head for Burling right there. That is a obscene drop. Those tires must have been incinerated for the 600 car, unfortunately.
Well, there must still be some pretty good tyres there on Matson and Carey's car, 'cause they've still got 2.5 seconds over Roffey at the moment.
Right? And they're still basically battling. Like, look at that. That's less than a tenth. They're basically side by side right now. And they're still gaining time over everyone. As you see, Colin Bennett almost clapped the wall there off of 2.
Well, looks like Peter Matson's coming down pit road this time as well. So 35 laps was right on the money there. Nick Burling already in pit lane. So we'll see what our fuel savers can stretch this out to.
Yeah, and no meatball for Madsen either. So he's clearly banking on some caution coming out at some point, which the way they've been racing at times could very well happen.
Well, it's a bit of a numbers game at the moment. Ruben Phelps coming through on Wellman on the inside, looking to pass Roffey as well. But, not quite able to get by there. On the outside, just got a bit of a better run there. Wellman giving Roffey a bit of a bump. A big angry pack here, that's for sure. Roffey, Phelps, Wellman, Colin Bennett, who's shown some pretty good speed there tonight. Nicholas Walsh, Kay Donnelly in there. Kim Roffey, Todd Maxfield, and Jacob Dean in the back there. So your top 10 all in this pack.
And you see the points leader, he's made a reappearance up there fighting Roffey and Wellman for P2 here.
Well, if Peter Matson and Nick Burling pitted on 34, 35. I don't know where Tyson Carey's getting his fuel load from, but must be some pretty good fuel in that car as well as tyres.
No kidding.
It looks like he's pit road this
pitting?
time there.
He sure is.
That's a great first run there for Tyson Carey.
So now here comes the champ to the lead. See Phelps now trying the outside. He is side by side with Roffey.
Well, Matty Ray sneaking up too there.
Meanwhile, I had someone just bring it down pit road, and Todd Maxfield said he's going to be bringing it in this time. See, there's Kim Roffey. How many are going to join him? Oh, Craig's going to be pitting in.
Pit road's going to light up. Matty Ray's ducked off as well. Colin Bennett. Yeah, 5 or 6 cars there coming down pit road.
Huge gaggle and no speeding penalties.
Well, they all done well. Oh! Colin Bennett, I think, just slowing right up there, trying to find his pit box, and almost got T-boned, or rear-ended, I should say.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the first time we've seen a mishap on pit road like that this season.
I'm just going to go to another look-see on that one for myself and just see. So it was Tony Roffey in behind.
Wellman coming in this time.
Oh, yep, definitely contact there from Tony Roffey in the back of Colin
Phelps
Bennett.
as well. Oh, and Colin Bennett has retired from the race. Oh, no. Oh, that is such a bummer for Colin. A phenomenal first third of this race.
Wonder if it was maybe because of that pit incident, or maybe just had to run. Don't know. If we can get a replay on that pit entry for him, we might be able to see that one that we're talking about.
Meanwhile, you see in the background, Kay Donnelly has also made his way onto pit road.
It's got the 131 Web Radio Network replay there, side by side with Jacob Dean coming in, Tony Roffey in the back there. And yeah, it looked like a bit of a slowdown moment here, just trying to find his pit bay, and bang, Tony Roffey right in the back there.
A couple cars still on pit road.
Very fast pit stop time there for Peter Matson, 25.9 compared to everyone else. And 27.28s.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely had to take less fuel pitting that much earlier than everyone else.
And looks like it's worked. Well, he's got a 3-second gap over Tyson Carey at the moment. Kim Roffey's moved up to third place through pit stops as well.
Yeah, the undercut is worked to perfection. Because Tyson Carey is about 4 or 5 seconds over the two Roffeys.
Well, we'll see how that plays out a bit later through the race. If that undercut will pay off.
But the key thing to keep in mind is that guys like Phelps, Wellman, Donnelly, they went about 43 and 44 laps. So if they can put up the same fuel mileage in this run, then this next pit stop will be their last. Meanwhile, the majority of the field is looking to maybe having to come down for a splash and go towards the end.
Yeah, that could be costly.
Well, I think since we've wrapped up our first set of pit stops, we're going to go ahead and get to our first break of the night. We'll be back shortly.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and thanks for tuning in with us tonight for round 6 of the UES Group OzOVals V8 Supercar Series, brought to you by Inside Lane Productions here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but everyone's been pretty clean tonight, so can't blame anyone for anything really.
Yeah, you see the big old goose egg for goose egg next to the cautions on the racetrack so far.
Good to see green flag running out there, and everyone having a nice race. Peter Matson's still out the front there. Tyson Carey slowly closing that gap, but they've extended that gap on Kim Roffey. And you can see the times there. So about 0.2 slower there for Peter Matson out the front. So starting to slow down a little bit on those times.
Yeah, you see Tyson has it down to just almost a second. And these two have also started to run him down by a second the last few laps.
Adam Malone and Jake Atkinson, they're getting pretty close to each other.
Yeah, you see a big move from Atkinson trying to clear Andy right now. Does not look like he's able to do it. It's a great recovery from Andy so far. It touched on him being all the way towards the back of the field before pit stops, but now he's gotten himself back up to top 10 right now.
Yeah, that's the way you got to do it sometimes. Just drop out, stay out of trouble. You can run pretty clean on your own, and even just hanging off the pack. Don't need to be in amongst it all sometimes. But Tony Roffey there in pit lane.
He has been there for some time now, 2 laps down.
And I was just got my camera on Adam Malone there, and still a bit of fuel saving going on there. You can hear him clutching away.
Yeah, you wonder what's going through the minds of a lot of those that pitted there right at lap 40, especially seeing the mileage that Phelps and Wellman, etc. were able to get. Like, you know, that definitely has to be at the forefront of their minds right now, trying to see if they can get on somewhat close to that level. Otherwise, they know that they're going to have to get that splash and dash and hand it over to those two. As I say that, they're starting to get a little racy again. It was nearly 3 wide there, getting by the lap car of, I believe that's Gerard Daly.
Well, for everyone tuning in at home, we do have that trivia giveaway tonight for the Diecast cars there. The question, we'll bring that one back up on screen again. And Bathurst 1000 1995, who won and in what car? So we had a couple of answers come through on the chat. We'll give everyone else a few more minutes to put their answers in. I was thinking of the year there, the 95s, and because I own an older Holden Commodore myself. I was thinking about that 95 and what cars came out at that time in year for Holden and Ford to try and work out who was driving what. And Kobe's in our air saying he was actually at Bathurst that year, so Kobe should definitely know the answer to this one without Google.
Yeah, unlike the IndyCar related question that we did for IMS a few weeks ago, this was not one that I knew off the top of my head. I still working on that supercar knowledge.
Well, I can tell you around the 86 to 88 era was the VL Commodore, because that's what I've got. And Peter Brock in that time was pretty dominant with the VL, but even in the older Commodores and Tiranas as well in the earlier years too. 95 being a little bit later in the years than 86 to 88.
Just a little bit. So far, no real change yet, although Tyson Carey has gotten it back to under half a second to Peter Madsen.
Well, some big movers there tonight. Craig Roffey, Kim Roffey, Matty Ray, Todd Maxfield all up 13 spots by the look of it.
You see Atkinson and Barber continuing to go at it. Now here comes Walsh trying to get past the other Barber. Oh, and he's going to do so. They got loose there on the bottom.
Well, it's those 20-degree banks there and the smooth throttle, as we mentioned with the keys to the race. A couple of cars below the
boy,
apron
they're
there,
three.
Phelps.
Are they four? Oh my God.
Oh, Jacob
there it is.
sideways.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Jacob
no.
and he gets hit back up the track.
Well, it's going to be our first caution for this evening. The yellow flag's flown. And halfway in the race. That car looking very average. No front bumper, no bonnet. At least the tyres are looking straight.
Yeah, not sure what happened. Things just get really... Oh, you see Matty Ray almost got the wall. I think he did get the wall, and then everyone gets checked up, and then all of a sudden everyone is coming with a run from oblivion. You see, I don't think Jacob knew that they were four wide. You saw Kate having to go high a little bit to give everyone room.
Ooh.
Jacob didn't follow suit, and you see contact between the 41 and the 34, and Kate almost helped him save it, but then overcorrect back up into the wall, and heavy damage for the 34.
Yeah, I thought he had that saved. It looked like he could probably just come off it, but then there was a big sort of almost another impact there that just sort of sent him up that way. So definitely not what Tyson Carey and Peter Madsen wanted, having that big run out the front, but this will bring him back on the same strategy now as everyone else with the fuel load. So we'll probably see through these pit stops, they'll probably drop back a little bit, having to take a bit more fuel on board.
Yeah, I don't think this is something Phelps or Wellman wanted to see, knowing that they had the fuel mileage advantage.
Pit road to go. Craig Roffey, and can't quite tell who that is behind out. Ruben Phelps leaving as well. So Phelps is going to get the jump out of pit road here on everyone.
Yeah, that's a big difference in time. About 2 seconds he gained over Craig Roffey. You imagine that had a lot to do with having a little bit of fuel saved from that first run and pit later than everyone else.
Alrighty, well, while we're under caution, we'll go to a quick ad break. Let everyone get those answers in, and then we can draw that prize a little bit later.
Toot toot. Hey, beep beep.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and we are green flag once more here at Vegas, and door to door for Roffey and Wellman. Ruben Phelps getting a nice start.
Yeah, hopefully we start to see more of this now. With only about 66 laps to go, you're definitely not going to be able to save all that. And you only have to really worry about one more stop. So hopefully this gives the incentive for everyone just to mix it up and try to get some track position here.
Well, we might see some more door-to-door bangers going on through the field. So fuel save out the window. We can go hard. So probably not what some people wanted through the race, but this is what we end up with.
Yeah, and you see Kim Roffey, the first one to take advantage, going around the outside alongside Adam Malone. Looks like gonna clear him.
Getting a nice run around there. Passing Todd Maxfield. Got eyes set on Wellman and Roffey and Phelps. So having a nice run around the outside there.
Yeah, it seems like the outside might actually be the way to go for the most part, as we're going to be 3 wide for the lead just about. Craig going to clear both of them.
Phelps stuck into the inside in front of Wellman. So Roffey is going to use the draft from Roffey. So working together, Rogue Sim Sports cars, and that's going to slot Kim Roffey up into second. And that's Todd Maxfield coming through on the inside now, coming through on Phelps. So
That it is.
So just got that trivia question there once more. Probably the final time as well. So if you don't have your answers in the chat, get those in now. So 95 Bathurst who won and what car. So we'll probably draw that in the next 20 laps or so before things heat up in the final dash.
See Phelps starting to lose a few positions here. Here comes Maxfield. Oh, Ruben tried to get him back. Todd having none of it.
Kimroffy's made the pass on Craig, so probably maybe a little bit smart move there on Craig, giving a push though to Kim. Maybe a bit of fuel saving locked in behind. But good to see Kim out the front there.
Absolutely. It's been a minute since we've seen Kim Rafi out in front.
Adam Malone on the way through as well. Looking at P3. Trying to get the pass on Todd Maxfield on the inside there.
You see Wellman battling with Peter Matson. Peter tried to get that track position he lost from that not greatly timed caution for him.
Still inside the top 10 there. He's sitting in 8th at the moment, and we know he's got some pace in that car too. And same with Tyson Carey, who's sitting in P5 at the moment. So wouldn't count them off just yet. And could be anyone's race, this one at the moment. We didn't get to do our picks this evening, but looking at the way the race is going, James, pretty hard to pick someone, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't think anyone is too sad that we didn't do picks, because that means everyone is spared from the Watson curse. Or maybe I just inadvertently cursed Kobe's OBS.
Well, I was going to say maybe you've just cursed the whole field now by saying that. All in one big moment there.
Man, come on, turf war, and we just junked the entire field. Oh no! We haven't yet, as we see 3 wide for the lead. They may prove me wrong here. All right, whichever way you want to look at it. See Adam Malone taking the lead. A whole lot of green cars battling for this win. First of all, I'm going to get him up there, make it 4 green cars. Why not?
Well, we are at Vegas. Green is money. So, money, baby. Got to be a green car, doesn't it?
Obligatory gambling joke here.
Yeah, Adam Malone leading some laps. Tyson Carey wanting to be back at the front of this race. He's to the inside of Malone. He's going to get that pass not quite done. So, yeah, once again, that outside, even middle part of the track, looking like it's got the pretty good race line there.
Yeah, you just wonder how long you can get away with running it. You can not imagine that that's easy on tires. And, you know, you saw how well Burling and Bennett ran early on in the race. Primarily, it was off of, you know, ripping the lip and just driving around everyone. Well, we saw how that went for them with the tires after about 20 laps or so. So you're a bit worried for those currently using it as much as they are. As a big move from Craig to the inside of Malone.
See if Craig's got the momentum to make that pass stick. Malone's hanging on the outside there. Kerry's giving a big push and almost washing up a little bit there on the brake.
Yeah, that's not what Adam Malone wanted to see. We're here to his inside.
Well, Malone's going to shut that door and save himself any dramas there.
And in the meantime, open the door on Craig Raffy. Got the inside position. Does Tyson give him a bump like he did Raffy? The answer is no. The flying V formation right here. I'd say they're flying south for the winter, but we're in the desert. What do you need to do that for?
They need to find water. or in this case, alcohol.
Yeah.
Where's the nearest casino? Probably a fountain out the front of one of them, so get a drink in the pond.
Now let's just go to the casino right there in the infield. I'm exaggerating, of course, but I feel like a lot of people probably might have thought that was plausible.
Well, why not? Build a casino in the middle of the Vegas racetrack. Makes sense.
Absolutely.
Well, 86 of 125, so we can pretty much get home now. So let's see when they're going to bite the bullet, pull the pin, start using pit road. Probably don't want to pit too early yet because you might need to do a little bit of fuel saving. So if they can get into that 35 lap window remaining, then that's probably the good time to start pitting and get that undercut going. We saw how well that undercut worked.
Yeah, but you also gotta try to set it up to where you don't open yourself up for the overcut. You know, Peter pit so much earlier than everyone else, and Tyson Carey had caught up to him when that caution came out, and the Raffies about near caught up to him, and they pitted a lap later. So yeah, the overcut is going to be absolutely powerful, but you don't want to give that advantage to those pitting after you. Ooh, you see a little bit of a moment there from Malone. Kerry had to check up a little bit.
It's giving Maxfield a run around the outside, so just had the nose in front coming into the corner, but he's going to lose a little bit there. But he should get the run out. And he's got the clearance there almost.
Oh no! Tyson Carey and Peter Madsen. Oh no! Madsen goes down. Oh, and causes a big one. Takes Anastakis and Raymond with him.
And go to the 131 Retro Radio replay on that one. Oh, big moment there. And I think Nicholas Walsh getting into that one as well. And it's probably going to be a race done there for Perry and Starkis. Front of the car missing. We'll see if we can catch what actually happened there.
Now, surprisingly, no meatball for Matty Ray. Yeah, Perry's got one,
there we
but
go.
Seems to be the only one.
Contact there on the right rear of Tyson Carey and Peter Madsen, and yeah, big swerve down track. Matty Race car doesn't actually look too bad out of that.
Yeah, it's definitely damaged, but that is wild that it's not torn up worse.
Wonder if we can get a on board on Matson's car there. Well, the rear bumper on Matty Ray's car's missing.
Meanwhile, Nigel Patton has called it quits for tonight. Yeah, I think Tyson just anticipated Perry to be a little closer to the wall. He saw that Peter had a little bit of a gap. And, you see that all the time. I've seen almost this exact incident about 3 times this week alone.
Unfortunately, Peter Matson just trying to get off of Tyson Carey's car as well to keep going, but needless to say, that yellow flag was going to come out, and you're trying to get rid of the car that you're stuck on. Obviously, led to others being involved in that one, unfortunate. Well, that makes our final pit stop under caution there, James. So while we're under yellow, maybe we can go through our trivia answers.
Yeah, I say you're right about that, Paul. And who's the lucky winner?
Well, we had some people in the chat going for the old Peter Brock. That's why I brought that one up. The 80s era of Peter Brock being pretty dominant in Bathurst and Tiranas and Holden Commodores. But a little bit later on, we had the old VNVP series cars, which they weren't my favourite, and that was bringing us into the 90s then. We then had the VRVS Commodore. I actually thought 95 was VT, but I think that was about 98. So obviously a Holden Commodore being the winner, because Holden just dominated Bathurst, and sorry to all those Ford fans out there. But 95, the Holden VR Commodore, Larry Perkins and Russell Engel in the Castrol sponsored car there. So Mandy with the correct answer there, James.
Congratulations to Mandy, as we are now back to green already.
So if you're still tuned in there, Mandy, in the chat, just put down if you want a Holden or Ford diecast car there. Kobe's got the options there, or you can email insidelanemedia@gmail.com there if you like, with you pop down your contact details as well, with address and that, and Kobe can mail that one out to you. Green once more, 30 to go. Craig Roffey, Gary Wellman, Ruben Phelps, Ryan Barber up in the top 5 there. So 30 laps of racing goodness. Hopefully all green flag.
Yeah, you hope that's the last wreck, but I'm kind of thinking probably not. Here we go, 3 wide for the lead. Oh my goodness.
Phelpsy on the inside there. He wants to win this one, secure some more points for the championship. Craig Roffey last week at Kentucky wanting to go back-to-back, and Wellman wanted to have another win as well. So everyone's hungry to get as many points as they can and close that gap on Ruben Phelps. And actually noticed Troy Davidson's not in the field, so sitting in P2 there. Don't know if he took a provisional or not.
I believe he did. And we are still 3 wide for the lead.
I think there's enough gap between there. We could go 5 wide.
I think a few of them were considering it. As you saw Craig running extremely high. He was ripping the Larson line up there. We are 2 rows of 3 wide. This is ridiculous.
Well, there's definitely no passing room there unless someone's going to feed it through the gap. But looks like Wellman's got a little bit of an edge. That middle line was, where we said, was a pretty good spot there, and he's going to take the run over Phelps there. So side by side with Roffey at the moment.
Now Phelps has Maxfield to his inside. And these two are still side by side. I think they've been side by side for the entirety since we've gone back green.
Well, I don't know if there's a few out there that's maybe just dropping back a little bit just in case something does happen at the front there. So Phelps and the Barbers just dropping back out of the top 5 for now. Still got 25 to go, so plenty of laps there to work their way back up.
Yeah, you see Phelps has dropped off, and now Wellman's got backup. He's got Maxfield and Kane right behind him. All of a sudden, it's a Craig Roffey finds himself in a 3v1.
Kim Roffey's back a little bit there. Couldn't quite get through with Phelps and Malone on that high side, but a little bit of drama going on in the background there.
Yeah, I think Ryan and Nick Burling having a little bit of a dust up.
Yep, that just makes things interesting. Might have to jump back there a little bit.
Yeah, they're nearly 3 wide for a second back there.
Well, all of that's causing Ryan to drop right out of this pack, so Perry and Starkus there on the apron, just circling, doing his laps. Right.
In his brand new Tour Modified.
Those laps are ticking there, James.
Yeah. And still, they are side by side. You wonder when the tires on Roffey is going to give up. It's crazy. There's nothing more that you can say at this point. Like, this has to be some sort of record with how long they've been side by side like this. And even with all the help that Gary has behind, Craig is still able to just keep it exactly right there on the outside of Wellman. Gary's almost cleared him a few times, but Craig has just barely been able to hang on.
And again, that just shows that middle line's pretty strong there, and using the side draft off Wellman and using the draft off the wall, it's a pretty strong line there. And you can see he gets the nose in front as well, and he's been leading most of this time from that outside line as well. So there's going to have to be a big push there from the Sim boys on that inside line to try and take this win.
You see Kim right there in the background trying to get around Phelps, and Kim's gonna be there. Ryan continues to voice his frustration.
Well, when you're pushing on the top 5 and then suddenly almost outside the top 10 and losing the pack, there's good reason to be frustrated sometimes.
We're under 20 to go right now.
Well, if he's still sitting strong on that outside.
Yeah, surely those tires have to fall off at some point. That is incredible from Craig that he's been able to make them last this long running that middle lane.
Well, the second group there, led by Phelps and Kim Roffey's, closed that gap back up on the front 4 here. So just sitting back and, let them burn up their tyres running side by side.
Now, when do we see that 06 start to make his move? You have to imagine Phelps has just been kind of chilling a little bit, trying to save his stuff while these two have basically been throwing haymakers at each other the entirety of these last 20 laps.
Well, Kay Donnelly's popped out to that outside
Oh,
line.
caution!
Ooh, caution. Yeah. Jake Atkinson
Jake
there.
Atkinson.
We'll have to catch a replay on that one. Not sure what happened there. Oh, just trying to pass the Parianastakis there and didn't look to the left.
Oh,
Peter
and
Matson.
got Matty Raymond too. See, now he's lost the other bumper.
Doesn't need a rear bumper, doesn't need a front bumper, but he's got that ripcord on the front bumper. Just pulled it back on.
Now if he can just do that with the rear one.
I mean, I think we could almost see Matty Ray in his race seat looking through the back without a rear bumper. Alright. Few coming down pit road. Few opting to stay out for position. So this is going to be interesting. So Craig Roffey, Todd Maxfield, Kate Donnelly, Kim Roffey, Adam Malone, Scott McClintock, Gerard Daly, Nick Burling, all staying out. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one now. So, Phelps, the Barbers, Wellman, probably got a new set of rubber on as well.
Yeah, this is going to get pretty wacky.
Got about 13 laps to go. Another one or two under caution. So at least 10 laps to the finish. And as you said earlier, maybe we haven't seen the last caution yet.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, we'll stay here for the moment and we'll ride this one to the finish. Thanks again, everyone, tuning in tonight. And it looks like Mandy wants the Holden there, Kobe. So good pick. I'd pick the Holden too. Right. Just reach out to Kobe on the that email and provide your contact details there so we can get that one shipped out to you. Shout out to you, Troy Davidson. Why aren't you on the track? But you're missing all the action. Some boys are doing it well at the moment, so it's going to be an interesting final 10 old laps. So it looks like pace car lights are off. A little bit hard to see. I don't think they were flashing. One to green. Craig Roffey, Todd Maxfield on the outside. Kate Donnelly in behind Craig Roffey. Kim Roffey on the outside as well. So pace car off. We got 2 road cars, 2 sim sports cars. Sim boys cars. And we're away. So Craig Roffey getting a massive jump there over Todd Maxfield. Like Kim Roffey trying to go the outside, but Todd Maxwell just trying to shut that door. Kate Donnelly going to come through.
And here comes Wellman, shoot the gap through the middle between Daly and Burling.
It's getting to the inside of McClintock now. Burling up in the wall. Malone looking for the inside. Not quite able to get there. 115 or 125. 10 to go.
And you see Phelps has not made any ground at all. In fact, he's lost a position. That strategy not working out whatsoever as we got 10 laps to go. Here comes Cade to the inside of Craig. Oh, Craig shuts the door. Oh, we got
Big
Gary
move for
making
Weldon.
it 3. Well, 2 right now. Now it's 3. Oh, boy.
That was a big send in there on Malone, wasn't it?
Yeah, Adam absolutely made a business decision and jumped out of it. Gary the first on the fresh tires, and he's showing it.
Oh, contact, Malone.
Contact into Donnelly, and he's going to save it. What a save by Cade.
Well, that's going to check things up there, but the Barbers are coming through on the outside.
Craig doing everything he can to hold on with the used tires, but I don't know how much fight he's got left in those. Oh, contact between Cade and one of the Barbers, shutting the door. Cade is.
Oh, we're going to be looking at 4 wide at the front in a minute.
Boy, and now here comes Phelps. You got to watch that 06. Oh, contact! Craig and Gary! Oh, almost more contact! There is no way we're going to make it to the end without a caution. Someone's going to die. Here comes Phelps. Oh, boy. 3 wide.
Andy Barber to the inside, and looks like he just blinked out there as well. He's gone.
Oh no! Oh no, Andy! Say it's not so!
That's going to
Caution
be a
is
caution
out.
too. Yeah, there was a contact there with the
Oh.
car just as he blinked back in before we camera changed. Did see that. I don't know who that car was, but looking like Andy Barber was making a run for the inside there, and then he just blinked. And then next minute, there, contact Scott McClintock there, and then Burling. Oh. So did the right thing down on the track, but yeah, not quite off on the corner. Then Nick Burling nowhere to go, straight through, and look at that bonnet come back on.
That sucks so much.
I thought the curse was going to be broken tonight. He was having a good run there at the finish.
Like, I don't know what to say at this point. That's just, there's heartbreak, and then there's whatever the heck that is. Like, this is truly the season of hell for Andy.
Well, with the difficulties we had tonight with the stream, and now that, let's just blame Queensland Internet, I think.
Works for me.
Well. We got a quick ad break, and we'll come back with the final laps of this race. So stay tuned.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Toot toot. Hey, beep beep.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. Round 6 of Vegas. We have a handful of laps remaining. Caution out once more. Pace car lights are off, so we'll be going green flag for the final dash. Gary Wellman going to be taking us to green. Craig Roffey alongside. You got Kay Donnelly, Todd Maxfield in behind Wellman still. Ruben Phelps on the outside. This is going to be a wild finish, this one.
Get prepared for 3 laps of silliness. So I think Craig and Gary already made contact.
I just saw that little bit of a swerve there. I'm like, yeah, just letting them know they're here. And yeah, good start there for Wellman. Kate Donnelly getting the jump as well. So he's going to slot up to second. Todd Maxfield going to try and come through on the inside, but not quite getting the restart.
Oh, here we go, and so it begins.
3 wide at the front once more. Craig Roffey trying to rip that high line.
And now he's surrounded by sim boys. And here comes Phelps, 2 to go.
Phelps needs the opening there.
Oh boy, Cade and Craig are so close. Big move from Todd to block Phelps, and a little bit of contact, Ruben into Cade, and Cade into Craig. And here comes Ryan. Oh, we're 4 wide. Oh, they make contact with the wall. I think Ruffy got stuffed up in there by the 4 wide.
Well, Phelps up to second, Malone into third. Trying to chase down Wellman. Is this going to be Wellman's second win? White flag.
Oh, contact between Maxfield and Craig behind. Gary goes wide. This might be what Phelps needs. They're side by side, coming to the line.
Oh, Phelps is
It's going to be Phelps. Wow. Oh, and the Sim Boys and Rogue rivalry is back in full force right now, ladies and gents. Oh boy. Fireworks in the desert.
Well, another win for Phelpsy. Wasn't thinking it'll go that way, going through the race, but he's pretty happy with that one. Look at him go. Big tip in there.
Yeah, and I just don't know how it happened. Like, I thought Gary had it made, and then he just missed the bottom in 3 and 4 and gave Phelps everything he needed to get that run.
And doing it on the inside there. It wasn't an easy one on the inside to try and get any passes. So to get that momentum and the push from Malone. Nicely done there. We'll bring up our unofficial results in just a moment. But we'll go to a quick ad break. We'll go down to pit lane and we'll get our podium sorted, and we'll be back with you in a minute.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and thanks again for tuning in tonight for round 6 here at Vegas for the UES Group OzOVals V8 Supercar Series, brought to you by Inside Lane Productions. And excuse me, we got our unofficial results there. So Vegas, Ruben Phelps, another win in the bag. Gary Wellman just getting pipped at the line there, coming home in second. Adam Malone in third for your podium. Ryan Barber in fourth. Craig Roffey in fifth. Scott McClintock in sixth. Tom Maxfield seventh. Kate Donnelly in eighth. Kim Roffey in ninth. And Gerard Daly rounding out your top 10.
And then you got Matty Raymond, Nicholas Walsh, Peter Matson, Jacob Dean, and Tony Roffey rounding out the top 15. Nick Burling, Andy Barber, Perry Anastakis, Jake Atkinson, and Tyson Carey in 21st, rounding out the top 20. And then we have Nigel Patton in 20th and Colin Bennett in 22nd, rounding out tonight's finishers.
Well, we take a walk to pit road, and got third place here, Adam Malone, joining us in the booth. How you going, Adam?
Yeah, not too bad. Paul, how are yourself?
Yeah, pretty good. Another night of racing, and didn't disappoint at the finish, that's for sure.
It was a close one there at the finish there. It was quite good.
Yeah, the cautions sort of played a little bit of factor into that for a couple of drivers, I feel. There's some early breakaways, but the fuel strategy and that might have, with pit stops, probably wouldn't have helped them much. So, cautions might have played a little bit of factor into tonight.
Yeah, they kind of did. We had a bit of a strategy going there, and then the last two cautions kind of stuffed them up. I didn't have a spare set of tyres there at the end there on their second last caution, so I thought, oh yeah, here we go, the blokes who have gone in are going to eat me up, but no, I ended up holding in. My tyres must have been pretty good, and snuck a third in.
Yeah, we saw you had a pretty quick pit stop in one of those final pit stops there, about 41 seconds over 42s on everyone else. So I did have a bit of a listen here, and you're doing some fuel saving through the race. Yeah,
there was always fuel saving going. If you can save fuel, you're going to be quicker in the pits. So that's what you kind of want in these kind of races, just to get in and out as quick as you can, so you can get a bit of a lead. But it worked out good. I'm happy.
Had a good run tonight, and a podium for Southern Stars. So we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors.
Yeah, cheers. I'll put a big shout out to you guys for doing the broadcast, KB for running the series, and all those nice sponsors out there that help run it. And big shout out to Southern Stars boys, Ryan, Andy, Tom and D-Mac, Mishy's XL Garages, Sydney Pool Services, and there's a couple more. I haven't done this for a while. It's been some while, but yeah, all those ones that I've missed, big shout out.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Adam, and good work on the third, and Junior coming home fourth. You had some good results this week, because I wasn't in the chat with you last week, so I must have been the curse the other week, but good result, and we'll let you go celebrate with your team.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. And over to you, James, for second place.
Yes, sir. Gary, James in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, James, how you going?
Going all right. And, well, I hate to do this, but, I gotta ask. Seemed like you were home 3 going into 3 and 4, and then it just looked like the car slipped up. What happened?
Yeah, she pushed a bit. I was, probably the one that got away that one, but I don't know. I was probably mirror watching, if anything, because I'm like, yeah, Ruben's coming, but yeah, I thought, she would just turn in, and it kind of didn't, and I knew she was all over then. Ruben had the run, and nothing I could do about it.
Yeah, it seemed like an interesting race once the cautions started falling out. It seemed like you and Phelps were pretty good on the fuel strategy, stretching it to about lap 43. Were you guys gonna be home free on making it on just one more stop after that if we didn't have any cautions?
Yeah, we would have got it done on a 2-stopper easy enough, so that was always the plan from the start. So I think there was a few. It's probably actually 50-50 in the field, looking at when they did pit under green. So, you could have got it done reasonably comfortably, I think. But yeah, it would have been the strategy that won the race if it stayed green. Yeah.
Yeah. It was definitely pretty chaotic there in those last couple restarts. Did you think that we were gonna, once we finally got to about 3 to go, did you think that we were gonna have any more cautions, or were you surprised that we didn't get a extra green-white checkered on top of it?
Yeah, I kind of thought there might have been one. Everyone was pretty hungry at the end there, and a bit of a mix of strategies and stuff too. So there's still some cars coming through on new tyres and stuff too, because I think that was probably the main strategy play there. Although I think Adam did it on old tyres. He was probably the first one on the older tyres, where those that saved that set of tyres at the second stop or whatever that was definitely had the grip advantage. So yeah, I thought with all that going on, it probably would have caused another caution, but no, she's a bit of rubbing out there, but it was a good race. Vegas always puts on a show.
That it did. It was still a great run for you tonight, all things considered. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Firstly, it all went on Ruben for stealing the win, and Adam for third. That's a good drive on older tyres, I thought. So, also just all the league sponsors, UES group, OzOVals, Hot Toddies as well for our team sponsors, and the Sim Boys, and cheers for the broadcast and everyone for turning up.
Alrighty, we appreciate you, Gary, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Thanks, boys. See ya.
Alrighty. Well, the man of the moment once again. We got Ruben Phelps in the booth, coming home in P1 at Vegas. Ruben, how you going?
Yeah, good again. It's nice to talk once again. After the last event was, yeah.
Well, you managed to get the job done. We were a little bit worried at the start of the race. You had the car on pole and you went backwards. So what happened there at the start?
It's just strategic. Usually everybody looked like they wanted to stick behind me, so I just went extra slower, so they ended up having no choice. So I just went back to about 5th and then just sort of sat there, and of course everybody did have runs at me and I just kept going further back, but I don't race until usually the last 10 laps anyway.
Yeah, well, all strategy in the Phelps playbook there. So, yeah, good job. And, you think, through the race, do you think that was the way it was going to plan out? Or how did you feel the race was going sort of mid-race towards the end? You had a bit of an ace up the sleeve trying to work your way back through the field?
Once the first yellow sort of came out, it sort of, obviously it always throws a variable out there because it changes the whole complex of what your decisions are. But still, it was more like the tyre choice, because I think there was a situation where we only done like 20 laps. It was yellow tyres, so only a quarter done, and then I decided to change the tyres anyway on that particular pit stop. But was it a hit? Was it the right call? Was it not? That's the hardest part, and it sort of did. And then at the end, of course, you saved that last set, and then there was that caution with 11 laps to go, which changed everything. So, but then finding the gaps is one of the things I didn't want to have to deal with, and everybody just seemed to just run up the track and gave it to me, really. So it's, yeah.
Well, when the door opens, you take the opportunity, and you come through. So no, nice job there, and another win in the bag. So that's going to help your championship strengthen that one.
Oh, for sure. It was a bit disappointing that Troy wasn't around tonight, but I mean, you can't. Everybody's got a life to deal with, so can't be there all here, there, everywhere.
Yeah. Well, we've saved you the spot in the booth. Hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week, but we'll let you have a shout out to all your sponsors.
Of course, thank you guys for putting the broadcast on. Of course, Kobe for putting the league. Of course, SRM Australia with Matty Ray there. Of course, James Watson with our main sponsor TWS if you want reliable and fast setups. Of course, Scotch's Race Fuel, Cut 6 Sticker Co, Moondog, and our two charities of TS and Teresa Australia and Australia Alopecia.
Alrighty, well, good chatting to you again, and probably next week if we don't put the curse on you. But job done, another win in the bank here at Vegas, so well done.
Well, I caused my own curses the last event, so yeah.
Well, you fixed that one then, haven't you? From Kentucky to Vegas. So all good. But we'll let you go and wrap up with your team and enjoy that win.
Thank you.
Well, another week and another week's racing there, James. Round 6 now, done and dusted. And again, didn't disappoint, did it?
It did not. It definitely wasn't the most barn burner of a race there in the first half, but once the cautions came, boy howdy did things really kick up into another gear, and ended up being a phenomenal finish and battle to the end. And yeah, it was another fantastic race at Vegas.
That it was, and yeah, once we get through the early stages and we get to those sort of later laps, the racing definitely fires up, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Well, the racing fires up, the tempers fire up, but all in the name of fun. But next week we go to Michigan, and it's an Easter round, so I wonder what the Easter Bunny will bring for Michigan.
Hopefully a little more sanity.
Well, maybe some chocolate droppings on the track or something, I don't know, but we'll see next week. But
I think we need to worry more about the droppings off the track right now at this point.
You said it. But anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in for round 6 here at Vegas. Shout out to our sponsors, so UES Group, and the pictures here on Inside Lane Productions. We've got Burling Motor Group, Everything Simulated, TWR Setups, 131 Web Radio Network. And if I missed anyone there, I don't think I did. So from Kobe Jordan in behind the cameras, James Watson joining me in the booth, and myself, Paul Jackson, we wish you all a good night.
experience the silence and the serenity, but then the suspense builds as you anticipate a field of 600 horsepower V8s dominating on NASCAR ovals. This is the OzOVals V8 Supercar Oval Racing Series. Are you ready?
And we are under green here at Phoenix Raceway. Oh, blown motor. Stick a fork in him, he's done. A little bit of karma being served up there, I think. Oh, they've taken each other out there across the infield. This is tragic.